Hello everyone, welcome back to itzthelonk, and this is my 3x3 Rubik's Cube tutorial video. So today we'll be solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and before we get to actually solving the cube, you are going to need to understand the notations of the cube. This is F, this is R, this is L, this is U, and that's basically all the notations you need to learn in order to solve this cube. So I'm just going to scramble this real quick. What we are going to do first is to make the daisy. So what making the daisy means is we need to get all four white edges in these four places wherever you want. So like for example, this orange one here, you can just bring it to the top like that. As for this one, you can simply just bring it up like that. This step is very intuitive and doesn't really require a whole lot of thinking. So there we go, that's the daisy. So then what you need to do next is you need to align this color beneath white. So for example, this red one here, we need to align it with the correct center. So this isn't correct, but this is correct. And once we have aligned the two colors, you can bring it down to the bottom just like that. So then just repeat the step over and over until you find the correct color. Not correct, this is correct. Then final one, blue, this is correct. Then you have solved the white cross on the bottom. Now what you need to do next is you need to create the first or bottom layer using these corner pieces. So what you need to do first is you need to scan the top for any corner pieces, like this one, the white, orange, and blue corner piece. What you need to do is you need to bring it in between the two colors that are here. So we bring this in between orange and blue. Now, if the white sticker is on the left side, then simply do this algorithm. L prime, U prime, L. If the white sticker is on the right hand side, then perform this algorithm. R, U, R prime. Then they'll have insert the corner there without ruining any of the two edge pieces. So we scan the top for more. So this is green and orange. So we bring this between the green and orange centers. This is on the left hand side, so we do L prime, U prime, L. Scan the top for more. This is blue, red. Bring it between blue and red. So again, it's on the left side, so we do L prime, U, L. Now sometimes when you're looking at the top, you won't find any white corner pieces. Instead, you'll find one on the bottom. So all you really need to do, if it's on the left hand side, then perform L prime, U prime, L. Then that'll bring that corner piece up to the top, where you can just insert it when it's on the left hand side. Now the same case can happen, but this time it's on the right hand side, so you just perform R, U, R prime. Then you can just insert it with the same algorithm right there. Sometimes you may get a case where the white sticker is facing upwards. So what you need to do, bring it over between the two colors that it has on the corner piece. Then perform R, U2, R prime. Then you can just insert it by using one of the two algorithms. And then there you go. You have made the first layer. So now the next step we need to do is we need to insert the non-white or yellow edge pieces into their respective slots. So right here we have red and blue. We're going to align red with its respective color. Then we're going to turn away from blue, and then we perform this. L prime, U, L. And then perform U, which is turning this way on top. So now rotate your cube to where your corner piece is on the right-handed side or left-handed in some cases. Then perform R, U, R prime for this case. So there's blue and orange. We're going to align blue just like that. Turn away from orange. L prime, U prime, L, U. Rotate the cube. R, U, R prime. So sometimes when you're scanning on top, you notice that there's a non-white yellow edge right here in between these two colors. So then what you need to do is, since it's on right-handed, it doesn't really matter which way you do it. You can do R, U, R prime, U prime, rotate the cube this way, L prime, U prime, L. And then it doesn't really matter which way you do it. And then that'll bring that edge up here where you can align it like that. So then looking for the last edge piece, there's orange and green. It's already in its perfect position. So we're going to perform L prime, U prime, L, U. Rotate the cube this way, R, U, R prime. And there you go. You have successfully made your second layer right here. So the next step is to create the yellow cross on top. So for this case right here, there's really no specific algorithm, but you can perform this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So then you'll have something like this, if possible. So then if you have something like this, but it's sort of like a 2 clock hands, bring it like this to this position. So then again perform F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So then keep on going until you have the yellow cross done. So next step, you need to complete the yellow face, not the layer, but the face, meaning all yellow stickers have to be facing upward. So for this case right here, we're going to bring it to this position by simply rotating the cube. Then we will perform this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, 2, R prime. Now it'll preserve the yellow cross and get you into a bunch of other cases. So if you have something that looks like a little fish, bring it to this position and continue the algorithm over and over until the yellow face is complete. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U, 2, R prime. We got the fish again. We're going to bring it down to this position. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, 2, R prime. And now we have a yellow face solved. Now that you have completed the yellow face, now you need to complete the last layer itself. So you need to find 2 corners that are correct right here and here, but one edge in between them that's incorrect. So we're going to look at the top, and there is the thing I was talking about. So we're going to align it with its same color. So now once you have this right here done, bring it to your left hand and get ready for a really long algorithm. L prime, U, R, U prime, L, U, 2, R prime, U, R, U, 2, R prime. So now that has permutated all 4 corners of the yellow face, and the last layer. So now what we need to do is to permutate all 3 or sometimes 4 edges. So we have this one case where red needs to go where green is, and green needs to go where blue is, and blue needs to go all the way where red is. And this back part is complete. So what you need to do with this face is keep it away from you, so facing in the opposite direction where the front face is facing you. So it is going in a counterclockwise position, red here, green here, blue here. So now perform this algorithm. F2 U prime L R prime F2 L prime R U prime F2. So for that case, it has solved the cubes, but I will be getting to other cases. So now you may have a case where these 2 edges need to swap and these 2 edges need to swap. Now we're not going to be doing any special algorithms because we're using the beginner's method for this. So you can just simply perform F2 U or U prime, doesn't matter how you do it, but I'll use U, L R prime, F2 L prime R U F2. So then that'll bring you back to the 3 edges case. And this one is the perfect one to teach you about the other case. So the last case we had was counterclockwise, where it was going this way. But this time we have it going clockwise. So that means blue is going here, orange is going here, and red needs to be here. So what you need to do is F2 U L R prime F2 L prime R U F2. Then that solves the cube. So now you may have a case where these 2 edges that are diagonal to each other need to swap places, and same thing for these 2 edges here. So just like the one where these 2 needed to swap, and same thing for those 2, you can just simply do this. F2 U L R prime F2 L prime R U F2. Then it'll bring you to the 3 edges case, which then you can perform the algorithm to complete the cube. Now sometimes you may get a case where you align the 2 corners that are correct, but the edge in between them is correct. So then really what you need to do is do the same thing. Keep the solved face on your left hand, then perform L prime U R U prime L U2 R prime U R U2 R prime. Some lucky cases, you can pretty much solve the whole cube that way. Sometimes you may get a case where all the edges and corners are incorrect, so we're just going to ignore this and pretend that all of these are incorrect. Now, it doesn't matter which face you put in your left hand, just perform L prime U R U prime L U2 R prime U R U2 R prime. Then, well, what do you know? We just got the exact same case we were talking about earlier. So just perform the algorithm, then you'll have one of these with the 2 corners that are correct. So then you can go on and just solve the cube from then on. So there we go. So there will be more tutorials in the future, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Bye.